Alright, so we filled the gaps. Well, actually, we filled one gap, and then the other one, we're a couple ticks away from filling it. So this was apparently, from the news, was triggered by after Palantir's earnings and some comments of over being valued too expensive, or I don't know. I didn't catch the whole thing, but basically we're taking a break from this non-stop one-time framing up. We had poor structure. We were waiting for a gap fill. Finally, got one gap fill. The other one a couple ticks away. We're trading right at this monthly pivot, and we have previous value down here. So I think yesterday I mentioned that if we get to this high volume node at 72 or 70, is it 72? Yeah, 74 or so. That I was looking for some buyers. We saw some buyers stepping in right at the above the gap fill, but what there is to see today during the after the open is to see what the reaction is here, to see if we accept at these levels, or if we continue this down move and find buyers either here or at this next area of support, which is around this low volume area. If you see that the overnight point of control is here, the high of the overnight is here, and we're looking to target value area low from this session, right? You can see that if you extend this, the range, the difference from the point of control to the top of this range, if you extend it down to make this a balanced profile, we'll get 67.46, and that coincides with value area low. So we are looking for a move down into this area, keeping in mind that we can find buyers at any of these spots, which are this value area high. It could be the gap fill, it could be the point of control. So anywhere from here I'm looking for bounces, but as of now it looks like they're still selling the
Gold
rips
volume.
And if we are able to find buyers and we start bouncing, we have 5 sets of single prints on the overnight session and a 100-point range. So it could be a very interesting session, but also we have inventory 99.9% short from yesterday's close. We have a gap, RTH gap. We have a gap below. So we have reasons to go up, we have reasons to go down. So we have to see what the order flow is like and what the big players are doing, instead of trying to anticipate, because it really could, there's room for big moves and big swings. So if we start getting a move up, then I'm gonna be looking for sellers at all these single prints areas and at the previous week's low, which is at 68.43. And then if we get back inside the weekly range, then we can look for a little bit of a squeeze up. And remember that yesterday we shifted the point of control here at 68.85. So value, short-term value is up here. We spend a lot of time and volume up here. So this is going to be a magnet short-term. And this is, the longer-term traders are waiting probably somewhere around here or at the low side of this range to buy the dip, right? now if we start getting back inside the previous week's range, look for whether we accept or not inside yesterday's range. So we have previous week's range and then yesterday's range, and then from there look for a move to yesterday's value area low, and then accepting inside value targets the other side of value. Okay, so that's it for ES. And Q hasn't filled the gaps yet, so look at this. And Q broke the previous week's low, and it's still not filled the first gap nor the second gap, so it still has a lot of room to go to the downside. Crude, still in this area. It couldn't hold this upper distribution, so we're accepting back at the 60 area. And gold is now shifted the 20-day point of control down here, so now we are in a range between 40.60 and 39.20-ish. So fading those edges back to the middle, back to the 4,000 area is, I think, a good way to play gold, or with some strangles or straddles around this area. Alright, I think that's about it for today.